everybody, welcome to my room tour. Come on in. You may have recognised this room as Annabelle, Isabel and Chelsea's room, but it's actually my room. Over here, we've got all my Barbies. And here I keep some of my stationery. In here, I keep my laptop where I write my scripts on. And over here, here's an award that I won last year for my videos. Over here, I've got my Barbie doll house. In here, it looks like Nikki's going through Barbie's closet. Down here, Midge is in the bathroom. Looks like Summer's cooking something inside here. Barbie's on the elevator with Ken here. It looks like Raquel's eating something in the dining room. In here, Stacy, Chelsea, Annabelle and Isabel are playing in their room. Here Stacy's watching TV. You may recognise this house from my Barbie videos as well. Here are my limited edition dolls. I've got some more over here as well. This is a camper van I've used in one of my other videos. Here's Skipper's car in her car wash set. Over here, the Chelsea dolls are having a good time in Chelsea's clubhouse. Looks like they're playing on the playground as well. And over here, we've got my American Girl closets. In here, I've got a lot of my American Girl clothes and dresses. Here's Leah Clark's beach dress. In here, I've got a lot of shoes. Down here we've got even more clothes. Here's one of my favourite holiday dresses. It's Rebecca Rubin's Hanukkah set. Over here's Grace's coat. It's one of my favourite coats as well. And this is her red shawl. On the left, we've got some more clothes on shelves. Over here, we've got my American Girl closet. Usually I have this organised, but since it was Leah's birthday last week, I set up a party for her. So over here, I've got Isabel and Samantha's room. Since I didn't have enough beds for my dolls, I decided to use their boxes, and this is a bed from Build-A-Bear. I used this as Grace Thomas's bed. This is Leah Clark's bed, my Truly Me doll Mackenzie's bed, and Rebecca Rubin's bed. Down here, we've got Mary Ellen's Seaside Diner. And over here, I've got Grace's La Patisserie. It's very big. Here's Grace's pastry cart. Here's Kit and Julie's bed. Since their room's been taken for Leah's party, here's where they sleep for now. Here's where Mary Ellen sleeps for now, since her room's been taken for Leah's party. Over here are some of my favourite Barbie dolls, which are called the Made to Move dolls. I called them Amy, Caitlin, Kirsten, and Madeline. Here's where Leah's party room is. I was trying to make it a jungle theme, but I didn't have a lot of leaves to use. So over here, this is where Isabel practices her dancing. She's also got her sewing studio here. Up here, I've got my limited edition Anna and Elsa dolls, which my mum and dad will not let me take out of the box. Why don't I show you all of my American Girl dolls? Over here, I've got my Samantha Parkington doll, and she's a Be Forever doll. Here I've got Mary Ellen Larkin, and she's a Be Forever doll as well. Here's Grace Thomas, and she's the Girl of the Year 2015. She's one of my favourite dolls. Here's Julie Albright, and she's a Be Forever doll. Here's Isabel Palmer, and she's the Girl of the Year 2014. Up here, we've got Leah Clark, who's the Girl of the Year this year. Over here, we've got Rebecca Rubin, and she's a Be Forever doll. Here's Kit Kittredge. It's very hard to say her name at once. And she's a Be Forever doll as well. Here's Mackenzie, and she's my Truly Me doll. Lastly, we've got Camille, and she's my Welly Wisher doll, which is a new line at American Girl. Over here, we've got my bedside table. Here's my thread where I make a lot of my musicals on. This is my alarm clock. And here is where I keep most of my books. At the moment, I'm reading Clementine Rose and the Special Promise. Here's my lamp. And I keep a lot of my lip glosses here as well. This is my bed, which you may have seen in some of my videos. Over here, we've got my ottoman where I like to read and write scripts on. Here, we've got one of my cupboards. I keep some of my toys and clothes in here. Here's my other cupboard, and I keep some of my other clothes in here. And toys. Here are some of my princess dress-ups. And my last cupboard has got more clothes in it, and also some other toys. I hope you enjoy my room tour, and I'll see you next time on Grace's Room. Bye!